Hi, Gordon School. This is third grade teacher, Ms. Lovaas Ishihara. Today, I'm so excited to introduce you to our 17th annual Karla Harry visiting author, Mr. Kyle Lukoff. He will be doing a 2-day residency with us this December for our book fair. Some of you might remember Kyle Lukoff. We are welcoming back. He has already been here before. His book, When Aiden Became a Brother, was the 2020 second grade Gordon School Multicultural Picture Book Award winner, known fondly as Gazoompa. And he visited in 2022 and was presented physically with the award and gave a couple author talks, discussions, and visited the middle school GSA. So welcome back to Kyle Lukoff. As an author, Kyle has written extensively about his identity. He says he likes to see himself first and foremost as a writer, and he also has been a school librarian and a bookseller. He identifies as a trans man. He's Jewish and has also been a trans activist and book activist fighting against book bans. He's won many awards, including the famous Stonewall Award winner and the Newbery Honor, as well as the end of the list there, our Gazoompa Award, as I mentioned. Something distinctive about Kyle Lukoff's work is that he has written across the genres and for many age groups, as you'll see. So the quote at the bottom says, "I love getting to tell different stories through different mediums." So let me introduce you to his work. He's written 2 picture books, a picture book biography. So this is based on the real life of a teenage trans activist. He's written 2 kind of English-based plays on words, playing with the idea of poetry and puns and collective nouns in these 2 longer picture books. He's also written the Call Me Max series, which is called a transitional picture book, a little bit longer. He's also written the early reader series called Mermaid Days, which has a comic book or graphic novel feel. And lastly, he's written 2 chapter books for middle grade readers. Part of what makes Mermaid Days such a fun, endearing series is the cast of characters created by Kyle Lukoff and illustrator Kat Uno. So who lives in Tidal Grove? We have the protagonist, Vera, Beaker the octopus, her friend, Cuddle, Mr. Burbles, Frond, and Ms. Dorsal. Each book also has a special section on a nonfiction topic. So for the first one, it's octopuses. The second one, it's tide pools. And the last one, it's mantis shrimp. The book also includes a fun you can draw Vera diagram at the back. So Gordon School, I challenge you to use this book in creative ways, whether it be coming up with readers' theater and scripts and little skits, or creating underwater scenes and coming up with crafts. This is just a really fun, humorous, light series that I think Gordon could dive into in various ways. Next, I wanted to dive into Kyle Lukoff's 2 novels. I read and adored both of these books. Too Bright to See is essentially a ghost story. It is very lyrical, meaning kind of poetic and soft and thoughtful. It's also scary and haunting at moments. Kyle Lukoff writes about this story, quote, "We wanted to position this book as a book and a ghost story and a coming-of-age novel and a particular prose style that is by a trans author about queer characters, and not reduce it to just the fact that it's trans, but to really let it be a full novel that doesn't need a rainbow to advertise what it is." In contrast, Different Kinds of Fruit is a very light, kind of humorous, sarcastic tone, very different from the tone in Too Bright to See, featuring Annabelle, and now I'll move into the quote, who, quote, befriends a new kid who is non-binary, and her parents' reaction makes her wonder if they are not as accepting as she always thought. Instead, she learns her parents have kept a big secret from her, and her new friendship leads to the revelation. I think these books are read beautifully together, kind of back to back, because I think they do a wonderful job of showing the range, not just of Karla Lukoff's writing, but also the range of queer characters in literature, and the diversity of, different ways of being trans out in the world. So thank you, Gordon School, for learning with me today about our visiting author, Karla Lukoff. Here are some of the references I used. I hope you go look for some of his books, buy some of his books, and start getting excited and engaged in the work of Karla Lukoff. Thank you so much.